Welcome back to the Andrew Tate Show by GSMC Sports. In segment 1, we talked about Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. In segment 2, we talked about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Segment 3 was dedicated to Bronny James declaring for the NBA draft and all kinds of speculation on what that might mean. And now we have moved into segment 4. And before we get there, Tate, you are looking like you want to say
I got something.
One moment.
This one I'm kind of interested in because my girl Faith James, my former co-host, who's no longer with us. I mean, she hasn't moved on to the great beyond or anything like that. She's live. She's still live and kicking. Don't get me wrong, but she's no longer the co-host on GSMC or the Andrew Tate Show. But she sent me this as like, hey, I saw this and I thought this would be perfect for the show. So, we had to run with that. Faith, sending nothing but love to you. And thanks for sending it.
Shout out to Faith. And also the fact that I think Becky gets talked about a lot less now that Becky's not feeling the love.
Becky is gone since Faith has been gone. There's some truth to that.
Yesterday you made up, what did you say? Running back Billy, I think. Or you made up a new character.
There hasn't been as many consequences and repercussions since Faith has been gone. I must admit.
I gotta up my Becky. All right. Well, are you ready for these rules?
I am ready.
Okay, so this is the post from the bride's perspective. She said we had guests leave our wedding when they read our quote unquote ridiculous rules. So here are the rules.
Okay.
Number one, everyone helps out. We didn't hire any staff, so that means everyone needs to do their part. My grandpa set up chairs even with his bad back. My cousin bartended and it turned out beautifully. Number 2, drink tickets. The most expensive part of a wedding is alcohol, so my husband thought of a ticket system. Every guest gets 2 tickets to buy drinks. This also prevented drama from too much drinking. Number 3, respect the seat assignments. Unless you are getting a drink, food, or going to the bathroom, there is no need for you to be out of your seat. Some guests want to just stay with their group and not socialize, and that has to be respected. Number 4, no cameras.
Damn.
My husband set a QR code in front that everyone scans and downloads the POV app. They each get 10 pictures that get uploaded to a shared album. And number 5, everyone out by 10:30. We love the party animals who stay up late and want to have fun, but my husband and I still have to work in the morning, so we need to get a good night's rest just like any other day. Now,
wait,
I turned over to you. I was okay until about rule 3, and then I'm like, where are we going with this? Take it away.
I started thinking it was a black wedding at first. Some of these rules sound like some of the black weddings I've been to.
Okay.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with asking people to help out. You can pitch in.
It's just kind of one of those things where...
Oh, we'll leave Grandpa's bad back out of it.
Yeah, well, Grandpa needs to get that. When you get older in life, you need exercise. You got to get Grandpa's butt out there moving a little bit. As long as you don't hurt his hip, he's okay. Put some Robitussin on it or something. Just keep him on working on those chairs. Now, as far as... I don't have a problem with some of the rules. Weddings can be expensive, and it's kind of like it's kind of a tradition in a lot, at least in my family and a lot of other black families in that Northeast Ohio area that I kind of grew up in, is like, instead of having a caterer, the family starts cooking all the food. And it's all, because black people love their soul food. And so, have this person making this and that person making that. So the food is kind of shared and brought in. So that one didn't sound so bad because I've been to those weddings.
Sure.
Roll down. Give me one at a time. Let me hit me some of these bad boys. So the
first one was everyone helps out, kind of what you hit on with the potluck.
Yeah, I care more about the food and the cleanup. That's what you need right there.
Yep.
You have Grandma Ruth making the mac and cheese and the collard greens, and Aunt Lynn, she's making all the pies, You know, Shaquanda's sister over there, she's making all the deviled eggs and the dressing.
Somebody has to stand guard.
This is really, I'm making this a really black wedding. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Stand guard against the raisins. Somebody has to watch out.
And I'm telling you this right now. At this, you better not put no raisins in the potato salad unless you're gonna catch an elbow.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just saying. If you have a fondness for raisins, just show up with a plate. You don't need to cook anything.
Bring the napkins.
Right. Just bring some soda, something like that, but don't bring no food. If you got a fondness for raisins, because at a black wedding, so I'm making this more of a black wedding, I apologize. But I just,
Well, it wasn't specified. Number 2, I can also understand drink tickets. Everyone gets 2.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Alcohol is expensive. And that's number 1. Also, whether it's a black wedding or it's one of those, let's say, trailer park-ish, hill jack kind of weddings, things can, once you get a little too much booze going and you start, those Zimas start flowing, the natty lights going strong, things can pop off. So limiting them to drink tickets make it so nothing pops off in the wedding. It's limiting the flow of good times, so cutting it kind of short. I understand this one. I'm on this lady's side right now. I'm feeling this. Okay.
I officiated a wedding once, and one of the groomsmen tried valiantly to get me drunk, as well as the bride's younger brother, who was I think 16 at the time, trying to get him drunk. So yeah, I mean,
that just started going down the wrong way for me. I was like, okay.
Some limiting is not a bad thing.
Okay.
Number 3 was respect the seat assignments. This is where it went off the rails a little bit for me. Unless you are going to the bathroom, getting a drink, getting food, there is no need for you to be out of your seat.
Okay. This is when I realized it wasn't a black wedding.
No dancing at this wedding.
No, this is when I realized it wasn't a black wedding, because black people they're not going to sit down. They're going to sit there through the service. But the rest of the time, if it's the reception, nowhere in the world you're going to tell the people sit down at their table, because that's when they're eating. So that's at the reception.
Yeah.
There better be a DJ. You better be playing the electric slide or something out there so everybody can get out there and dance. But nobody.
Dance.
No, we don't do the chicken dance at the black weddings. You know what? If you're doing the chicken dance, there's raisins in the potato salad. I'm just letting you know. If there's some Billy Idol being played, there's a chicken dance, and there is raisins in the potato salad. That's all I'm just going to let y'all know.
I would just like you to know that at my wedding, there was no raisins, there was no Billy Idol, there was no chicken dance.
I'm not going to touch that one. That one I'm not touching. Okay, what's the next one?
Also, this sounds like it was written by introverts, which I get, but you can't tell people that there are some people who don't want to not leave their table, so no one can leave their table.
Yeah, no. Listen, it's a wedding. You got to mingle. First off, for the single guys out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a wedding. You have to mingle. Those you don't know, y'all don't know. But for the single guys, mingling is a big part of why you're going to the wedding in the first place, especially the reception. Next one.
This one says no cameras, but then there was the QR code for the app so that you could upload 10 pictures to the shared album. And I don't have a problem with uploading to a shared album. I'm not sure if that really means no cameras, because if people are still going to be taking pictures. So how do you police that?
I think it's one of those things where I've been to a number of weddings where they have the little camera at the table, and each person taking pictures, and they collect the pictures. I don't quite understand that one, because that one's a double talk. No cameras, but you can upload pictures. I don't think they explained that one. I think what happened was they had one too many drink tickets. That's why they got a little confused on that one.
Right. But the shared album sounds actually okay.
Especially nowadays with some of the technology and how they put things together, as many pictures as possible makes it so awesome. We want to give it that next one.
The last one is everyone out by 10:30. boundaries are okay, but don't schedule yourself to work the day after your wedding.
Well, and here's the thing. This shows me this could be one of those, you put a rule in like that because you know your family. And I'm double downing on it. That's the reason why she was like, nope, everybody only get 2 drink tickets and your butt is out by 10:30. Because about 10:45, that's when it starts popping. That's when things get a little out of hand. That's when things started heating up. And at 11 midnight, yeah, that's an early reception. I could see if they were like the reception's over at 1. End at about 1.
Now, if the wedding was at noon, then 10:30, that's a long reception, especially with only 2 drink tickets.
you know, Cousin Rufus got a flash somewhere. And I don't care. And if it's not Cousin Rufus got a flash, or Billy Bob got a case of Natty and Natty Light in the pickup truck somewhere.
Yep.
That's the reason why this person is putting those rules in, so that things don't get out of hand. By 10:30, they can all take their butts home, so that I can make sure I get my deposit. Because if it goes beyond that, things get crazy and you start losing your deposit. I don't have a problem with any of this.
Except for number 3, they actually, you can explain all of these rules as being fairly reasonable. Number 3 still gets me. Don't leave your seat unless you're getting a drink or food or going to the bathroom.
Oh no, because I'm getting out there dancing. I'm at least doing at least the electric slide and a couple other things out there as far as the dancing goes. Brother likes to dance, so I'm getting out there and having some fun.
I'm just picturing you now at this wedding that doesn't have a DJ, just out there making your own music, dancing to your own tune.
It's on. You know what? That's another reason why it wasn't a black wedding, because that it would have went longer than 10:30. I'm just let it be known. But I don't have a problem with these rules. This is a person that knows their family members, and they're just keeping things under control. I got you.
She said people left, so I don't know how controversial it was, but it did start by saying that people left over the rules. Well,
I don't think
as you were once say, everyone has to make their own decision in life.
Faith and I did a story where the lady told them they had to pay for their wedding and vacation and their honeymoon and things like that. I'm leaving that wedding. If I got to pull out the Visa card or the American Express and pay for somebody's trip, I'm bouncing out on that one. This one, I understand.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Well, we are going to take our last break of this episode, and Tate, it's Thursday. So when we come back, Thirsty Thursday, this time involving drunk people in a hot tub. I'll just put that there. You are tuned into the Andrew Tate Show by GSMC Sports, and we will be right back.